Hi, again I'm back with the Naadi Astrology. Naadi Astrology, once again I'll repeat, I think it will be boring for you all, but still, how many times I repeat, so much of information you will have. Only the beginning part of it I will just repeat. So Naadi Astrology is without ascendant, with only Jupiter. We definitely consider the Bhavas not in this stage. But now, to know anything about a person, finance, mother, father, education, whatever it is, you can know through planets. That's how I am bringing the significations of planets. Yesterday or in my last video, I gave you about Sun and Moon. Now, we shall go for Mars. In Naadi Astrology, Mars denotes about land, about blood, about brother, about skills a person is having, about landed property, about surgeries, about accidents, about troubles. So these are the qualities which is denoted by Mars. I have given you very few qualities, but still the line of usage, how you have to use it, that I will be telling you now, so that it will be better for you to understand the way or the mode of using the planet Mars while you are predicting or while you are seeing a chart. Fine. Here also, I stress that Mars is about land, Mars is about troubles, Mars is about skills. Fine. But again, wherever the Mars is placed, that skills depend upon to the rasi or the sign. Okay? Mars, if it is placed in Aquarius, Kumbha, that placement of Mars gives that person, the native, a skill of neuroscience. Okay? If the same Mars sits in Virgo, Kanya, that native will have skills of agricultural. Mars does not only give this, it also tells about the problems. So when it is in Aquarius, it will tell that there is some problem in the leg part. When Mars is situated in Kanya or Virgo, you can easily tell them or tell anybody that the person, the native, will have problems in the intestines. If the same Mars sits in Aries or is placed in Aries in a natal chart, that person will have troubles in the head. That means he may be frequently falling down and only the head part will get hurt, or he may have a mark on the face or the head part. If the same Mars is situated in the next house, that is Taurus, there you can easily tell that the native, the persons whose Mars is sitting down in Taurus, he will have problems with the throat. It may be thyroid, it may be tonsils. Okay? But because Taurus is Venus's house, Venus is nothing but beauty and good looking. If Mars sits there, either the wife will be beautiful if it is a male chart, or if it is a female chart, the lady will be beautiful and even the husband will also be beautiful. Okay? So Mars' placement. Next, if Mars is placed in Gemini, Gemini is nothing but media, publicity, communication. Because it is the third house from Aries, it is named as media. So when this Mars sits in Gemini, you can be very sure that the native who is having Mars in Gemini will be having skills pertaining to media. It may be television, It may be editing of a newspaper, it may be editing of news readers' reports, whatever it is. So the skills pertaining to editing or whatever it is, and the subject pertaining to the media will be very good with him. If Mars sits in Cancer, though the person has skills, because the Cancer, the rasi, the sign Cancer is a watery place, the skill will not be exhibited properly. He will have flaws in that. If the same Mars sits in Leo, we are talking about skills, and this is Leo. Here you can use the skills part of it for the native who is having a chart with Mars in Leo. He will be very skillful. His skills are fantastic, whatever skills he may be into. That also we will know in the forthcoming videos. Right now, this one point is enough to understand Mars. And Mars is trouble creator. Sun is nothing but the stomach. So definitely the native will have problems in the stomach part. Fine? Or the spinal. Fine? I forgot to tell you one thing about Cancer. If Mars is placed in Cancer sign, the rasi, Kark, excuse me, that sign is nothing but heart or lungs. When Mars is placed there, because he creates, is a malefic, because he creates troubles, though the native of that particular chart who is having Mars in Cancer will definitely have problems pertaining to the heart, and a surgery is important. Surgery will be there in his lifetime. And again, if it is there in Leo, surgery to the stomach is compulsory. It will be conducted. Next we will go to Kanya, Virgo. People who are having Mars in Virgo in their charts, they will definitely have intestinal problems because Mars is troublemaker. Surgery, Mars is surgery. So surgery to that part of the thing. Vegetation, the skills. That person, the native, will have skills in his vegetation, land, agricultural. So, like this, the raasis, instead of just looking at Mars and telling its qualities, you can also place it in its different places, different raasis, the 12 signs, and you can know a little better about the skills, about the significance which Mars is giving to the native. When Mars sits in Libra, Rasi, sign, Tula, that person will have lot of sexual desires. He will be interested in other people's women. This is what the skills, because Mars is not only the skills, because it is pertaining to blood, and that blood is placed in a place where it tells about the sexual organ. So definitely a malefic sitting down in a sexual organ will create all these things. So like this, Mars and its placement in different signs will give extra qualities to the significance of the Mars, and that will again bestow its benefits or malefic effects to the native who is having Mars in different signs. Later on, again we are going to touch Mars. It is not one way. So this is only the beginning part of it to be introduced into your system of knowledge, of numerology slowly, so that you can catch it up whenever it appears next time throughout your study, wherever. Okay? So I have done with Mars today. Meet you again. Bye till then.